Hi, today I want to spend a couple of minutes talking about the people who work with the same clients that you do, but for a different reason. So in BNI, we call these people potential power team members. If you're not in BNI, then you can think of them as potential co-branding partners. Whether you're working or not right now, finding these potential partners is a great way to spend your time. How do you go about finding these people? There's a couple of things that you want to look for, and it has a lot to do with mindset. You want to look for people who are team players. You want to look for people who are considered leaders in their industry, because who doesn't want to work with the best? You want to look for people who have an abundance attitude. People who know deep down into their core that there's more than enough business for all of you. And so they're not worried about losing someone, a client, to you or to anyone else. They know and understand that there's plenty of business and plenty of money to go around, especially in today's climate. And finally, it kind of helps if you already know who that person is. It's not a requirement. If you don't know this person, for example, if you're not sure who that industry leader is in that particular mm, arena or category that you might be interested in, that's okay. I would say take some time to interview them almost and figure out whether or not that person is going to be a good fit for your team or what, as you build it. Once you get your team together, what do? There's two ways that you guys can work together. One is by becoming really good referral partners, and the other is by becoming really good co-branding partners. So let's talk about referrals. How do you get really good at being able to give referrals to the members of your team? You do this by talking. You've got to get to know each other. You've got to ask the right questions. Start with making sure that each one of your power team members knows and understands the other member's product or service. And that sounds super easy, right? Oh, you're a photographer, you take pictures. But there's so much more to what different photographers offer. So when I say get to know the product or service, I mean get to know the product or service really, really well, right? Make sure that you can answer the question, what are the pain points that your prospective clients may feel? Say, for example, I cannot have dairy. So if I want a cake, I need to go to someone who can bake dairy-free. That's not every baker in town. So what are the pain points that potential clients are feeling? The second is benefits. What are the benefits to using a particular service, right? Again, I can't have dairy. So when I go out looking for a treat, I need to know that it's vegan or dairy free. That means that there are only certain places where I can get what I want as a treat if it's a baked good. And so for me to see that's a huge benefit, right? I can't just go and buy cookies. I can't just go and buy cake. So again, make sure that you understand the pain points. Make sure that you understand the benefits. And finally, make sure that you can describe the product or service really, really well. So if you're talking to me and you discover that I'm dairy free or need to stay dairy free. Believe me, it is not a choice that I would make otherwise. And I'm talking to you about, I'm complaining to you that I can't find a place that a good bakery where I can buy a cake. You need to be able to tell me about the baker that you know that can provide a cake that is dairy free for me, and tell me all about their services or their products. Not only whatever they may be. You can get dairy free stuff. You can get vegan stuff. They have cakes. They have cookies. They have brownies. Any of that information is stuff that you need to know as part of a power team. Once you know all of that information, then you should be able to, all of your members should be able to refer each other easily and create referrals for each other, not just wait for them to fall into your lap and go, oh, here you go, this is for you. This is going to be a perfect fit for you. All right, so we've already talked about referral partnerships. Let's spend a little time talking about co-branding. Co-branding is basically just what it says, right? We can, as part of a team, possibly create a package that is more valuable for your client. Or can you create a package deal that is more valuable to your client? If we go back to the baker, can that baker get together with, I don't know, an events venue and a caterer and a florist and create a package that is more valuable for brides? And I chose that particular category for us for a reason, and I'll talk about that in a sec. But anyway, you can create these value-added packages as a team and then market those packages as a team and split the cost of any marketing collateral that you might have. And that way, get more bang for your buck as a team member. So let me go back to that example. I chose those people, right? A baker, a florist, a caterer, an event person, because right now, there's not a whole lot of that going on, right? But people are still getting engaged. People are still planning weddings. This is a great time to spend your time planning and strategizing and creating this team and products or marketing collateral that you can then use the minute we go back into whatever state of normal we're going to be in. So the point here is, it doesn't matter whether you're working or not. Working with a power team, creating and working with a power team is always a good idea. Thanks so much for listening. I will talk to you soon.